But I should probably keep that on. Let's see on my other screen if this is working. I should really get some software that does this properly and stop using this Shadowplay to do this live stream because it's not very efficient. Last time I wanted to cut off this whole intro section here and it took like 4 hours to edit. Well, I edited it quickly, but it took like 4 hours to process again, and then it ended up not even making the change. And while it was processing, the first 2 hours the first hour you couldn't view. It's not, it's not that great, eh? Where am I? Okay, I'm supposed to be finding this page. I think it's on, yeah, live streaming. And then I need to go to events and see, yeah. 10 people already, ouch. These are usually the first few minutes when I can sort of stumble around, and I don't like that there's people watching already. Hello from Morocco. Hello, sir. I don't really know what I want to do right now. I don't know what type of scene I want to do. I guess we can search together. Just I have the rest of the night, basically, to do stuff. I'm not going out tonight. Decided not to since it's Black Friday in a few hours for me. And I don't want to miss on those deals. I've been tracking the numbers of stuff that I want to buy. So I'll see if there's any price drops. And if I go out, I'm going to miss those deals. So I think I'm going to stay in tonight. Products photography. Thinking of what I'm going to remake. Okay, so this screen will be dedicated to the chats. Hello, Cedric. Is that how you say it? Cedric. Cool. What are we going to do? I don't want to do anything too boring or too simple, but at the same time, I don't want to do something that'll take a few hours to do. There is a client project that I did, which was quite cool. I don't want to risk showing that and get in trouble. But that one looked really nice, and I'm trying to find a reference. You could do still life. You could do a product. Let's see if I can find any still life photography. Still life photography. That could be an interesting idea. I think I already have a strawberry model, so I could probably just use that. Strawberry chocolate. What do I think about everyone bashing Octane lately and the rise of Redshift? I know nothing about that stuff, bro. I know nothing about Redshift. I've barely looked at it at all. I know Octane does have its issues, but I don't know anything about Redshift, so I can't say if it's better anyway. No sleep today. Well, yeah, I don't know how long the stream will go on for. Probably until 12, since that's when Black Friday starts. But this could be a strawberry chocolate melted. Not that many great photos. I'm thinking of doing something like this, maybe. I already have the strawberry though, so that could be a very quick project. Might be too quick. See, that's more into the still life area, which is kind of what I'm looking for. That could be a cool idea. I could do a plate of strawberries, but that also seems like it'll be too fast to do. That looks a bit more interesting. Uh-oh, what did I just press? I should really get a better headphone mic. I think that should be next to my list. YouTube equipment. Let's see if there's any other chocolate adverts. I like the strawberry idea though. I don't want to get off this trend. Strawberry I did make though isn't that great, so I could improve it. Could take more time. Dun, dun, dun. What about a jar of pickles? I remember doing one of these with Oreo. Not client work, it was an everyday. And Oreo. This one. So I could do something along the lines of that. But this one doesn't look that great. I like the Oreo, but the rest of the scene could have been done 100 times better. Still life. What else is on here? I like this idea, so I'm going to keep that. And wine I've done 1,000 times. Also done chess pieces. I need to learn how to do food more. Food is difficult though, that's why I don't do it. That will take forever to model. Let's not do that. Dun, 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 dun. That's a cool idea. Hey kitty. Ooh, if I did something, this could be a cool idea with strawberries. I don't know how I do it though. Still life photography. I could go for a very stylistic approach. I probably should have planned this before I started the stream, to be honest, but... Dun, 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 dun. I usually search on ArtStation, but ArtStation doesn't have that much anymore. It's sort of been slowing down in terms of people posting. Oh, that's cute. I could do generic product rendering, but that kind of gets stale after a while. Because what I was initially going to do was something like this, or there was another one that had like a shelf of projects on here, shelf of products. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, now I'm going too far down. Ooh, I could do... something along these lines. Dun, 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 dun. I like this idea. This could be a bit more interesting in terms of... could do some liquids for once. So, Let's do strawberries. Let's look at strawberry still life. Mm, 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 mm. Searching Behance. I haven't used Behance in forever. In forever. What's this type of photography called? I like these, the look of those. Maybe I should be a bit more specific. Food, table. Okay, now we're going way too off. Let's go do still life again and see if we can find any generic. Okay, there's fine art, food, fashion, modern. What's that? Wine. Da, 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 da. These are all just called still life. That doesn't help. Let's see. Coffee. What's under coffee? I don't want to just have strawberries though, that's boring. I want to have other items. I'm just trying to decide what else. Oh, that's a cool idea. I think I'll do something like that. I won't do the book, but maybe that kind of style. Could have a plate with strawberries and just that kind of view angle. So we will create, I think I already have a strawberry folder here somewhere. I hope I have this model because I'm not going to go make it again. What would it have been called? Okay, I remember now. Okay, we'll call this strawberry still life. And then we need production. Fruity smoothie. Dun, 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 dun. I want to jam music, but I got copyright strike last time on the first stream I did that, so I'm not doing that again. Peeps did not like that idea. Where's the strawberry? It's in this cloner. Let's take that out. Let's close it and paste. And then we need to get rid of all these keyframes as well. And that's not supposed to pop up, but hopefully that's fine. Strawberry, still life. You're not seeing anything in those folders, so it doesn't really matter. Strawberry, still life. then we will go and PSR. Hi kitty. Let me just go let this cat through the door. She's going to be making noise the whole night. Right, so let me actually just check that I'm recording the right screen. I feel like I might not be, which would be really awkward. Because this record sign is popping up on both screens right now. Okay, I think I'm recording the right one. Yes. Perfecto. Cool, where do we start? I just need to put this reference on the other screen here. Like so. And then chat can go there. Oops, no. Like so. Maybe I should actually save this image. I'll create a new strawberry. Oh, S. Okay, that's not working. References. Perfectos. Cool. We can get started. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder how much geometry's on this thing. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I'd actually prefer if there was more details. We need this clipping to go to small. And I'm actually not a huge fan. Hopefully, I want to kind of indent these things more a bit. Turn off the textures. So, I think what we will do... well, that didn't work. We will have plates, we will have maybe 3-4 strawberries, some chocolate, and then maybe other items. We'll see how far we can go. Use a pure ref for organizing reference photos if you want. It's a nice piece of software. I don't see why I would need software to look at reference photos. Cat, can you stop? Do you mind opening the door for the cat? Where do we start? We will start by creating a floor. And what kind of... we'll do a basic plate shape for now, just so we can get the sizing and everything right. And then we will go into liquids. Liquiditos. How big is a strawberry compared to a plate? Strawberry's plate would probably be 15. Let's go with... that looks like the right size. If it's a plastic, smallish, plate-ish. And the one on this photo here, I'm just going to go and copy it straight off that. And it has a shape like this. And then it has an outside bit like that. I swear I'm going to throw something at this animal. You let it through the door and then it's going to start making noise because it wants to come through the door again. The grass is always greener on the other side according to this thing. And I think it would be cool if it had a bit of an indent. Not an indent, but just something, a darkish area under the plate. So, oh, if I could select this thing, that would be great. Something like that. Where do we want these lines? Let's put one there. And I think this is too thick. Let's go do that. And like so, like so. How does this look if it's smoothed? Okay, that's fine, we don't need to do anything there. And that's alright. But I think I will go and push these in a bit more. I should really learn Cinema 4D shortcuts. I know Maya shortcuts, I know Blender shortcuts, I know After Effects, Premiere Pro, Illustrator, Photoshop, but Cinema 4D for some reason they never stuck with me. I even have a mouse that helps you move around the scene. It's like a 3D mouse, but for some reason I prefer to click these 3 buttons. I never got used to the whole 3D mouse idea. And then there's also, you can just use your keyboard, but for some reason I prefer to use these buttons over here. I feel like this is too harsh of an edge. I want a bit of variation though, so I'm just going to go and push this down slightly. Slightly. And then we have our plate, and then we have our strawberry, and then there was life. So, strawberries, how would they stack up with each other? Or is this other? Too many tabs, too many screens. If I'm looking at strawberries sit on top of each other here, that's cool. So we could have our main one facing 90 degrees up. We need to get rid of this render safe. Download a plugin, drop in floor. I don't know what that means. And then we could just create instances of this thing. I think we'll do that for now, but we will group it first. We'll call this strawberry. Where do we want the actual pivot point though, is the question. I guess it's fine there. I would actually want it to be slightly lower, so I'm just going to push this thing down, maybe like there. Get a bit of a base-ish kind of feel. I can reset that null, like so. And then instance, and we'll push this down. We'll have 4 of them, like that. And like so. Da, 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 da. What's the best way to get them all facing? I think let's reset this. And then we'll just clone it and then add some variation after we've got them all facing one direction. Go radial. Like that. Let's go 4. Rotate them like so. 2.6. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Um, should have thought of that earlier. Let's do this then. Let's go. What angle is that? That's like almost a 45-degree angle. What's the angle here? That's even more. So we could even something like that. Then we can go 5, 4, 3. Let's add this other strawberry in. And let's see, yeah. Okay, so it might actually not be a good idea if they're too close to each other. Maybe like that. Da, 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 da. Instance and editable. And then here we will go and start adding variation. So we want something like that, and we also don't want it to go through the floor. Whoops, wrong button. Like so, and like so. Da, 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 da. Where can I find the drop floor? Is this going to be a cake? No, it's not a cake. My idea right now is to have some strawberries sitting on top of each other and have some chocolate dripping on it. But we'll see how it goes. It could all be a failure. I actually wonder how well Realflow will do in this situation. But we shall see. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I'm being very specific at how I want these things to look, eh? Maybe this last one here should actually be sitting and then supporting the rest of them up, but I hate the way they're all going inside of each other. I probably should have planned this better. Let's just move this one out so it's not sitting in the other one. Let's rotate it. Can I X-ray this thing? Cool. We can add these lines in. No, that's not a good idea. Let's try. That doesn't help either. Okay, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Da, 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 da. They're still going through the thing, but I guess it's not that big of a deal. It actually is though, because if I start simulating, I can't start moving them around. So I'm going to first get them out the floor, and then I'm going to start repositioning everything, because this is the most important part here. I can't change this later. Okay, and now we need to make sure that the strawberry is sitting correctly here. I think it would be better even if the strawberry had a slight angle to it, so the liquid didn't fall perfectly on it. That doesn't look right. This thing needs to be, if it was going to sit like that, this thing needs to be holding it up more on this end. So I think I'll rotate this and then push it out like so, but now it's colliding in the other ones. How's it sitting on the floor? It's not sitting on the floor at all. Let's rotate it up, push it down. Ah, issues upon issues. Let's rotate it more.
this way. Oh, that's close. I think it just needs a bit more rotation here. So rotate it this way. Push down, up. Like that. Oh, so close. Push this way a bit. Like so. I think that's close enough. I just need to move this way. Alright. That does not look right, but it's a good enough start. It'd probably be better if this thing actually rotated this way and then was holding up that way, but it's fine. Going to use Octane. Of course I'm going to use Octane. Been using Octane for longer than I can remember now. Now, I think this thing should be slightly smaller, and we can bring in a camera. I want to mix it up and go for a bit of a 4:3 kind of look, which would be cool. So if I change this to 1080, 1440, and that could be a cool composition. So let's go 500. I don't got the time to waste on loving you. We'll go with a portrait lens. A portrito. What's a good angle? We could go with a close-up. I think that's a bit boring now. I think we'll do something like so. Oh, I'm actually forgetting there's a board under this thing. So maybe I'll make this thing a lot smaller and then have a board under it. So go something like that. Could be more of a tray for the chocolates instead. Let's just keep this camera in this position here. Get rid of that cone. And you can drop this down. Did I not? Okay. And then we can go and create a cylinder for our board here. So this can be 1 centimeter and make it editable. I don't got the time to waste on loving you. And it can sit something like this. Make it smaller here. But now everything else needs to go up, so we'll select this, and we will push it up like that. Take the floor, take the bottom faces on the board, and just make sure that it's sitting on the floor nicely. And we can extrude this out. Octane 2018.1 experiments build is out with Vectron and Spectron. Yeah, I've heard about all those fancy terms. I actually don't know much about them, to be honest. And I'm not keen. I don't use latest version of Octane because my work uses the version I'm using now. And also the render farm doesn't go above 2.08, so at the moment I'm sticking with the version I have just to make my work life easier. Why is this thing going through now? I don't remember. Oh, that's fine. Let's just redo everything then. But hopefully next year, Octane will decide to update the software for everyone instead of you having to go find it on their website. It's almost like you need inside information to know that they exist, which is annoying. Hopefully they'll update it for everyone and then you can start using the later versions of Octane. Okay, so I'm supposed to be doing stuff. Need to make this board here. So this can be our board. The problem is if I turn off these lines here, you can't see these things. But if I turn them off, you can't really see what's going on in the scene. I don't think that's going to help. No, that looks ugly. Let's turn that off. 80% gray. That's a bit bright though. I can drop it. I don't like how bright it is. Something like that maybe. I don't like it being white though. I'm just picky. That's all. Something like that's a bit better. Okay. I need to rename. This is strawberry. That's the right name. Strawberry cloner. This will be our plate. I don't got that time. Let's take a look at our scene once again. Dun, 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 dun. This board I think should be smaller. Let's go like so. I think that's alright. I'm not happy with it, but I'm never happy with anything, so no difference in my life. Maybe I'm being picky and I'll just go a bit smaller. So this reference image isn't of strawberries and stuff, so I should keep in mind of that. And it's also not focusing on the strawberries. Yeah, I should be focusing on the strawberries. What did I just do? I just deleted the camera. Let's try that again. Let's do something. If I'm focusing on the strawberries, actually, a better angle would probably be maybe that way. If I had like windows and stuff, that would be cool. Or I'll figure that out later, I guess. For now, we'll stick with this. We could go with fancy marble floor. And let's do that again. Dun, 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 dun. Ba 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 da dun. I've been searching the news. It's a whole new part of it. Dun 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 dun. Yaba Lobo. This thing has a bit of a bluish, greyish tintorino. And I think we'll just go and... oh, that's too wide. Let's go 90. Let's go 70. Ouch, let's go 80. And then here we can go 5%. This is not turning out how I thought it would. What if I slide it this way a bit more? Now let's take a look before and after. Better. And then we need its normal map as well. I don't got the time to spend on loving you. What else? This composition is really getting on my nerves. Ugh. Keep all these things aren't getting on my nerves that much. I can fix that soon. It's probably just missing textures. There's probably a normal map here somewhere. This dirt white's normal map. If I can find it in here, that should fix it. Problem solved. And since I'm right there anyways, I'll do the rest of these. I don't got that time. I'm still surprised that when there's missing textures, you have to fill these in one by one. Thought they would have fixed that by now. The board needs something wooden. I probably shouldn't be going so heavily in textures right now. But we are all flawed humans here. I keep clicking the wrong thing. Image texture. And then we need wood. What kind of wood do we want? Let's go with let's do this one. I should get a 3K version of this, not a 6K. 6K is a bit unnecessary. Let's go 0.2. Let's just rotate this a bit. This way. And then we can go put in the normal map. We'll worry about reflections and all that nonsense later. That's bugging me. Okay. We will go and put a material on there. This will be our plate. I don't got the time to spend on loving you. I don't got the time. These are very reddish and pinkish. I don't know what I'm going to do with this composition. I don't even know what else I'm going to put on this board here. I could put some cups. I could put a book in here. I wonder if I have any books from other projects. I don't think I do. I have something from the Dove project, but I'm scared to open that and get in trouble. So I don't think I will. This wooden floor though should be darker. Let's go and change that. Why is this reflection here like this? Is that meant to be happening? I think so. Okay, we can do this composition thing now because I'm getting a bit annoyed. Depends on what else we have on this board. If we're just doing strawberries, should probably... This could even be a cool one if you had like a far away and zoomed in look. Let's see what this looks like. No. Da-da-da. 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 Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. If you want me to stay, I'll always be. Okay, now we need liquids. Liquiditos. How much? It's not that bad in terms of geometry. This will be our... I guess we don't even need duplicates of these things. It's fine if it's just one. Realflow, collider, Realflow, volume, and then we will go with a circle emitter. Let's go 1, 1. Probably shouldn't be working with such a small scene scale, but it's all good. I'll figure it out. We want viscosity, and we want this to be, let's go with 200,000, and we'll do some caching as well. Which cache folder am I on? We'll create a new folder for this, so we'll go into Realflow cache. Oh, Realflow cache strawberry. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. And we can start with our magic. And we can start, so we need even higher. Let's go 2 million. Going for them big bucks, boys. If you want me to stay. This is going to take a while to get right. Firstly, I think I need to turn off this randomness. I should probably use GPU acceleration, even though I don't think I need to. They're shooting out like pebbles. That could be a number of issues. Firstly, let's turn on our GPU. Let's turn off that automatic. And that could just be, let's try that again. Still. 2000. 20. Cool, so now we need that, and let's try that. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. Kind of lost on my other screen here, sorry. Google's signing me out. Let me just refresh this page here. Google decided to sign me out. For whatever reason. We need K volume. And we need to make this thing a lot smaller. Let's go 25 centimeters. Oh, make it visible. Turn off the fall off. Let's go, not 10, going to be 15, 15, 10 here. Or we go 20 here, go 10 there. And then we can turn off the visibility. And let's try that again. If it disappears, we've done it wrong. Okay. And let's look at the geometry on this thing. That's interesting. Why does it not know? Okay. Let's do that again. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. 0.1 centimeters. Let's do that again. Okay, let's turn up our sub-steps to 50. Now things start to get nice and slow. I think I'm going to switch up this whole thing and just go for like a studio studio look of strawberry like I did with the Oreo. Why is it still going through this geometry? Why you do this? I've never had that issue. So it's not the sub-steps. Let's turn that back down. Why would it do that? Let's turn off the wet map. It has to do with our collision detection here, I'm pretty sure. Let's try again. Life is difficult. Let's do a cube and see if it has if it's the geometry or if it's one of my settings are wrong here. Let's put our could be no, I don't think it's that. Let's try that again. We'll get rid of the strawberry and we'll see if it's okay, so it's a different setting. What's going wrong here? If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. Stepping strictness. Let's turn that up to 20. Okay, that doesn't work. I don't even know what that does. I have a feeling it has to do with the sub-steps though. Thing is, I've googled these things 1,000 times and I already know what's in the manual, so there's no point even googling it. It's missing something. Why is it not detecting it? Let's drop this even more. This has never happened to me, this is strange. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. Let's do a sphere. Dun-dun-dun. Let's also go manual here. Let's turn this up to high, medium high. Still falling through. Oh shit, that's hilarious. Thanks for pointing that out. Ruffle! Okay, if it works now, I'm an idiot. Oh god. Problem solved, boys. Cool, that's sorted now. I can look at the speed of this thing. I think that's right. Ah. Let's turn this up to 5. Let's cache it again. Yo, you said add scene to Collide, and I thought you just meant add it there, so I just sort of skipped that. I didn't know you actually meant in the link section here. If you want me to... That looks so strange though. I don't like the way it's doing that. And I remember fixing that before. Maybe I can drop this down back to 2. Let's turn that up a bit and see. I'll never leave. Okay, so problem solved for that. You could use a Sheeter Demon, but that'll mess up the whole scene. What happens when I mesh it though? It might not be that big of an issue. Wrong button. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I think we need a bit of... I could use a noise actually. A noise field. We'll go sphere, and we'll drop this 5, 5, 5, 5. Let's go 3, 3, 3, 25, 2, 2, 2. Let's turn this off and just adjust it this way. This thing needs that. Uh-oh, that's a bit too much. Let's go 5. If you want me to stay, I'll never leave. There's still spaces between them particles. I think that's just the scene scale giving me issues. What if I turn this up to like 25 and played it back? Would that cramp them together? Problema solvido. That doesn't look very liquidy though, so we need to change those properties. We need to turn this down. Maybe turn this viscosity down as well. I probably shouldn't be using this one actually. I should be using SPH, but of course now all the settings change and shit just goes haywire. Let's turn this up. Yeah, I should have thought about this. Um, let's see what we can do to fix this now. I guess we don't need SPH, we'll use PPD. And we'll take a look again. Let's turn this up to... I maybe just be lazy and go back to viscosity. What were my settings before that? I can probably just undo all this mess. Oh, my sub-steps are high, that's why. Okay, we need to get rid of this redness as well. I want it to be more liquidy though. It's not liquidy enough. I think that's what damping does. I could be lying. I am lying. If I turn that off, what happens? Okay, I see what that does now. I don't got the time to waste on loving you. Still too much. So this could either be controlled by your iterations. If I did that down to 1, it still doesn't feel right. What if I turn this down to 1, 1? Well, that looks interesting. What if I turn this up to 25 on each? That's actually not right. I kind of want to switch to SPH, but I don't even know how that's gonna... I don't even know how to fix this big blow up mess here. If I drop this down, let's reset this actually. Let's go 2000. But you see now they're all exploding everywhere. Let's turn off all these. Okay, let's go 20,000. 200. Cool. Let's reset these. Let's go auto. You see how slow it is now? I think I'm being picky, so I'm gonna go back to... I'm just going back and forth here. I'm gonna go back to this. Ooh, it looks fine all of a sudden. What settings am I using? What did I change? Did I change this? Okay, well... I'm confused. Oh, it's probably this drag demon. Let's reset this. Let's go like that. We need this thing to be a bit stickier. And kind of need a bit more. If I turn this off, it's not going to change anything, right? Okay. If I think I turn this up to 60. No, that's not the effect I'm looking for. It could be, this needs to go 0.5. Okay, let's go 0.1. 0.2. What did I change though? That's very confusing. I hope I don't turn this cache on and then it just changes the whole thing completely. Let's do this and see. Okay, cool. It could be this resolution here. What if I turn this up to 5? Oh, now we're getting issues, boys. So resolution can't go too high, apparently. What if I turn this resolution down even more, though? Simulations, eh? What can you do? I don't got the time to waste on loving you. Let's go 100. Dun, 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 dun. I'm searching the news. There's a whole new part of it. What's the geometry like? That's not bad. If I turn this up though, does it look better? And then let's turn the smoothing up. Turn it up all the way. All the ways. See, now the camera angles and stuff have to change as well. Anyways, let's just try this and see. Da, 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 da. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. What am I gonna do with the scene though? I think I'm gonna switch it up and do something. Or actually, instead of hiding it that way, I can just turn this off. Yeah, we don't need this information, and we don't need that. Okay. I think I'll just go and do the good old bended floor. Oh, that looks weird. Turn this down, that should be fine. Turn this up, turn this down. And here we can just go 100. 100. And then this floor can push back like so. I'm searching the news is a whole new part of it. I don't remember where I heard that song. I think it was in Madagascar. And for whatever reason, I've been singing it since. We need to rotate this thing. This cohesion ratio is actually annoying me. I'm going to turn this off for now. And that scene's too bright. So we need to turn the power of this down. And since we're switching everything up, I might as well go with a 1350. Oh, 1350 by 1080. And then I'll go 400 here. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum. And And then for this, we can go tally, we'll go 8, 5.6. Where's that scene? Visualizing wine, which was the sepult. This scene is one of my faves. We've got oranges. Copy, paste. We've got apples as well. Copy, paste. We also have grapes, but I feel like that's a bit too much now. Oh, I copied the wrong thing. Let's go copy the actual orange, not the instance. Cool. And it's probably missing textures again since I'm always moving files around on this thing. Let's just do the diffuse and normal maps for now though. So I'll go NRM, and then we'll do the diffuse as well. And then we'll do that one. And this one. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Cool, so now we need this apple, or is this an orange, to sit. Where are we going to place these things? If the camera's here, maybe we'll put this thing there. This one can sit in the back, like there. These things are too big for this scene. And then we'll go, I keep pressing that wrong button there. I'll go and rotate this thing, maybe. I think an actual, like a top-down view of the whole thing would have been cooler if I did something like that, but where would the actual liquids come from is the question. And let's take a look and see. These extra fruits might be a distraction though, but I don't feel like modeling anything right now. I don't feel like putting any other things in the scene. That's not popping up right. This one. Then the lighting on this one's also not right. Which could be select material. Oh, that's why. That's because we've got some missing textures here, which is probably the fingerprints. No, I wouldn't have put that on there. It's probably the dirt wipes here. No, okay. I'll get rid of this. We'll put the apple here. And lighting. No, these things are too distracting. Okay, I don't want this stuff to just be sitting on this one thing. I think we'll let it flow down a bit more. I think it'll be a bit more interesting. So I'm going to go turn off this mesh here. I'm going to go push this thing up as well, just so we have a bit more head space. And then we'll let it flow. So initially I didn't want it to be too liquidy, but I think I'm going to bring that back a bit. So here we'll go 0.1. If I turn this off, how effective is that? I think it's the stickiness, so I'll go 0.2 here, and then on the stickiness I could turn that off and then see. Okay, I don't think that did anything. What if I turn it off here? There you go. But now it's way too. So on these oat strawberries we can go copy, reset, copy, reset, and then copy, reset. And then I'll just go and do that. Now it's nice and slow. Dun-dun-dun-dun. This doesn't feel right. I want it to be... I don't even know what I want. I don't know what I want with my life, to be honest. Ooh, if I rotated these things a bit to an angle, let's do that. And I feel like I want to change something here. No, let's not mess with that. Let's just leave it for now. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and if we're viewing it from here, okay, we need it to... I don't think there's any settings to make it more liquidy than it is now. Could be this, which we can turn down. And I think I'll also go and add in a little plane here. Let's go 50. No, let's go 5. Hello, Megasoft. I almost felt uncomfortable saying that name. Ugh. And here we'll go 9911. And then we'll go 10, 10. And then here we'll go and just copy, paste. I guess on this thing, no, let's leave it. We'll go and call this our collider, floor collider, and we'll make this invisibility cloak. I could make this thing shoot out faster, but that might mess with the... I think it's shooting out fast enough. I think I just need to let it go for longer, but then we'll have longer times going. Let's go 125 frames here. We'll just have to wait a bit longer. Dun, 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 dun. Streaming and tutorials is such a weird idea to me. And someone will sit there and watch you do stuff. The whole idea of YouTube is fucking weird, but anyways. It's world we live in. Now you see it's just like pouring off. I need a slight bit of stickiness on this thing now. Let's go 0.1 and let's cache it. But if you see the way it's curling up there, still a bit too viscous for me. Jesus Christ, these things are sensitive. Let's go 0.01. Let's go even 0.005. Maybe it's not stickiness, maybe it's just friction that I'm looking for. But let's try that. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. See how it's just brushing off? I think I need to go and give it some more friction. Let's go 0.05. Why am I not using the alt and mouse buttons for orientation? I just never got used to it, I guess. I do it in Maya and in After Effects, but Cinema 4D, for whatever reason, I don't do it. Ugh. I think I did do it for a bit, but then I started using Maya and they kind of got confusing. Because they use different buttons, so I just decided to do it in Maya and stop doing it in Cinema 4D. This looks weird. This doesn't look accurate. That just does not look accurate. And that might be ticking me off a bit. If I go and let's see what it looks like if it's a mesh though. Dun, 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 dun. The Kenzie Show, what's up, bro? I love your logo, by the way. It looks sick. This thing needs to be... I don't like how it's bumpy. What if I relax this thing? Ooh, that could be fixing some stuff. Let's go smooth it a bit more. Yeah, I wonder who made that thing, dude. He must be super talented. It's been a while though. Done. I am not happy with the scene. I don't know what to do with it. I could probably even just use the HDRI as a background. I could do something like that and then just use a visible HDRI and then rotate it. But now the lighting looks wrong. Let's just use the actual HDRI like this. .82. And let's go 0.5. Let's go 2. Best $100 I've ever spent so far. I wonder if it's actually helping your streaming. I wonder how your streaming's going, bro. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Yeah, dude. It's been a while since we've actually spoken, eh? A lot's changed since I did that stuff for you. I don't remember how long it's been. I think this HDRI idea might not be a bad idea. I just need to maybe go with a floor anyways. Might want to get rid of this bend. And maybe on the floor I could add this wood thing, another wood texture on it. So here I could even go with the floor texture, doesn't even matter. It'll be blurred, so I could do something like what would be really cool is if I did a commercial while live streaming, but I don't think that'll happen. Those things take forever. I remember I watched someone doing he was video editing while live streaming, which was interesting. But I feel like the live stream itself would be too distracting and I'll just end up not doing anything the whole time. Oh, that looks ugly. I could go with planks. Oh, that's good, man. Yo, you got a lucky discount. You got me for nice and cheap there. Dun, 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 dun. But yo, when I was doing that stuff, it was more for the experience and enjoyment of it, rather than the money itself. Ah, this scene is very brown. I feel like I should be rotating something here. I think maybe... Can I rotate the mesh? Okay, I can. I could rotate the whole scene. I don't want to rotate the camera because I like where the camera is right now. I want to rotate everything. The strawberries, this thing, this thing. Let's put it all under null actually, just so things don't rotate wrong. We need the strawberries, the cloner, which is other strawberries. Strawberries. And we need a plate and a board. And here we'll go rotate it like that. Yo, this liquid is getting on my nerves right now. How... I don't even know what to do. Let me make this actual thing bigger, this emitter. Let's go 0.75. And then let's go cache again. Twitch gave you a contract. Oh, that's it. Yeah, you should be careful of getting into contracts, eh? Yeah, it's good that you're waiting to get check with someone first. You should be careful of that stuff. You might get caught up. I've been offered deals with like things like render farms and websites that want to post my content, and I almost always don't even respond just because you could get caught up in some legal stuff which will hold you back, and for what? So you could get a few extra views. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, just saying you should be careful and just check with someone that sort of knows the space first, which is a good idea. This looks a tiny bit better, but the mesh is not following that, which might be because I've moved the whole scene and rotated it. If I take it out the null, rotate it 21 degrees, now it's fitting the scene here, so let's put it back in. And now I want this mesh to be rotated anyways, it looked better the way it was. Let's take a look anyways. Then the Nigerian prince. Yeah, I guess, yeah, if it's from Twitch, then I don't think you have anything to worry about. Yeah, I know it's spam, just let him do what he wants to do. Dun, 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 dun. We need this noise threshold to be 3. I wonder when I did your project. That must have been in 2017. I still have all the files here, I can check. Let's see. I don't want to go into the client work folder, it might be there. The Kenzie show. I can just do it on the other screen here and check. There it is. Oh my god, that was in January this year. Lol, it feels like it was 5 years ago, dude. That was in January this year. That's insane. A lot has happened this year. I don't even know what happened this year. Lots happened in like the past month or two, dude. Shit's cray cray. Now like looks like shit. Let's go 20%. Okay, let me Google chocolate. Liquid chocolates. I'm trying to escape the realm of looking like shit and also be in the sweet spot of it looking like chocolate here, so I'm trying to be very careful. Some of them is actually like almost a purplish color. Oh, that's too much. Let's go 25 here. Nope, let's go back up. Let's go 15. No, I'm being very stupid right now. Let's try that. That does not look right. Let's go back into our browns here. And they have a very slightness of roughness. Like sewer. Like Sensei. A bit too many dents, yeah, that has to do with the whole simulation, which I don't even feel like messing with anymore. I'm kind of over it. What can I do to fix that though? I could turn this up. Let's do that. And then I could just thin it again. Let's go 1. Let's go 3.5. It's a bit smoother now. I'm not even gonna go into subsurface scattering, dude. I'm sorry. That looks like effort, and I'm not about that life. Sorry, I should stop scrolling the internet. I should be focusing on this right now. Let's turn that back up. What do I want to do now? Let's go cache the mesh as well. Kind of bored of the scene already. I want to do something else. How much time do I have? Ooh, I've got an hour. How quickly could I do a product render in an hour? I could do a challenge for myself. Music helps me focus. I can't do music, dude. I'll get a strike. Last time I did music, someone said it was annoying, and I kind of agreed with them, so... Otherwise, I'll be jamming the shit out of that. I should be working right now, but... Okay. I think I just cached the meshes, so I could just take a look at this thing. Dun, 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 dun. Yaba Lobo. Si Sabenza. That looks so strange. Meh. I'm feeling meh about this right now. Let's open this. Let's see. I could see how quickly I could do a product render. Beautiful. Beauty products. Beauty products usually go quick. Quicker than ice. Quick. I think we'll do that. Moving on. I just need to bring up these chats again, sorry. I'm losing you guys in all these tabs. Too many tabs. Why do I do these random things anyway? Because I had time and I like getting YouTube views. It satisfies my ego, so I decided to do a stream. I'm not doing this for portfolio, no. I'm actually overdoing portfolio. I don't need to do that anymore. I should be doing more stuff for my portfolio, but I've been lazy, bro. So I think I'm going to make some beauty products now. I need a ruler, or I could just guesstimate. This thing will probably be about 1 centimeter in thickness, so we'll go with that. Dun, 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 dun. So dude, I'm back. I'm a huge fan of you too, my dude. Muhammad Reza. You got a complicated name, bro. What am I doing? I'm like thinking about movies and stuff. I should be I should be focusing on the stream. Okay. I think we'll do some lipstick, which is quite simple. I could bash one of these out in 5 minutes. Let's see how quickly I could do this. Dun 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 dun. We could go and do a line there, a line there, a line there, and then here we could do another line. We could go select, ring select, we could go push this down. And then we can go put a line there, Dun, 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 dun. Mm, 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 mm. Cool, and then now we just need to adjust these proportions a bit, so I think this thing should be a bit higher. This thing should be lower. This thing should be higher. Like sewer. This lipstick part here though is a bit trickier. Is there any course out there mainly about Octane? Not that I know of. I'm kind of it right now. I'm sorry that it has to be that way. Um, but no, I don't know any courses about Octane. I read manuals, so that's where I get all my information, and Facebook groups and stuff like that. Actually, my boss is where I get most of my information about Octane now. He knows a lot more about it than I do. But it used to just be manuals, and if I really couldn't find any information, just ask on Facebook, and people will answer you. People from all over the world. Yeah, bro. I told you a lot's happened since I did work for you, dude. I decided to start uploading to YouTube. Started to find people, started to find work. And now I do this pretty much every day. Would you be willing to live stream showing us what you work on a render project like the Coke ad, for instance, from scratch to finish? Ooh. Ooh. Well, this is a random project I'm making, so I'll just rename this. Yeah, I was saying like 5-10 minutes ago, I was thinking about maybe doing something like that, live streaming, working on an actual like commercial or something like that, but the live stream itself would be distracting. Unless I just didn't respond to anyone and I was just like, if I like closed all the chats and stuff and I was solely focusing on it, then that could be a possibility, but I would probably forget about the live stream and have like a 5-hour live stream without even realizing it was there. But I could possibly do that. I don't know when, I don't know if I'll make, I don't know when next video for my portfolio will be. A lot of the portfolio work nowadays is actual client work. I don't just do it for fun. The Coke one I wasn't even expecting to make. I just kind of randomly happened. I was like, oh, I need something updated for my portfolio, and made that in a few days and didn't even expect that to happen. So, but we'll see. I might do some, I've been thinking about doing a show reel for 2018, so I might do some projects with that, and in that case I could live stream them. Dun, 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 dun. It's like these two. This thing looks strange. And we've got product number 1. Who uses Facebook on 2018? You'd be surprised, dude. Octane Facebook group is golden. Okay, we're going for studio vibes here, so we're gonna go and put a camera. So one thing I regret doing is not catching on to Instagram fast enough. I knew about it when I was starting off, but I was like, meh. And then there was like chicks in my class that were like all over it, and I was just sort of like, whatever. And now Instagram is fucking banging, and I'm only starting to catch on it now. Anyways. To kind of get an understanding of what it's like to do projects like these. Well, I could live stream it, but to be honest, I'll probably forget the live stream's even there. And I won't be talking or anything like that. I'll probably be jamming music and stuff. And to be honest, you probably won't know what's going on the screen anyways, because I move around like no other person. So, I don't know. I guess if you'd want to see stuff like that, it could be interesting, but I don't know if it'll help you. Because when I work on projects like that, I'm not sticking in one just program and doing one specific thing. I'm all over the place. Got light number one. We can switch to path tracing and put in a lacquer little floor here. Let's go 100, 100. And then go bend. And then we'll go, oh, well, let's go 90 degrees. I don't got the time to waste on loving you. Now let's go like so, and maybe go 40 here just so I have some of the background. Let's go 200. And then we can go with a white background. Oh, let's go 6,000. Oh, you like watching people instead of reading manuals. Maybe I'm just strange that way. What was I doing? I need to texture this thing a bit, so... If I'm correct, this section here should have some textures up to inside here actually. So let's go into there. Let's do there. Go select, fill selection, like so. Uh-oh, why is it selecting that? Let's do that. Select, set selection, and then we can create a metal material. This will be our base. And then, no, that's actually not our base. That goes there. This one goes here. This is our base. Okay, now I'm starting to work a bit too fast here. I need to slow down. It's the issue with streaming and tutorials. I always need to logically slow down, otherwise I'll start to get a bit rampant and all over the place. This needs to be red. This needs to be brown. And this can go for a goldish color. This light needs to be longer, needs to hit the floor. Let's go 120. And then this can go for, why is it selecting the wrong material here? go 3. No, let's stick back to 1.3. Let's smooth it, and then I think this section here needs to be smoother. Push that up. Octane node editor. Oh, it's 2 a.m. there, dude. Nice. It's nearly 12 here. Rocking it. Yeah, dude, you should hustle, bro. Who needs sleep at 2 a.m. anyways? This will be our red part of the lipstick. So, yo, but I used to have bad sleeping habits. When I used to go crazy on the shits, yo, those were not good times. I remember it would be 5 in the morning. My face would be like, my head would be like pumping, like you could feel it beating on the side of my brain. And I just really wanted to sleep, but I couldn't because I had to keep learning this live or die situation. Thank God I don't do that anymore. You want to know what the node editor is useful for? Node editor, hold on, this should be gold. Oh, it's useful for a number of things, especially if you have a lot going on. It's just easier, instead of having to go down the whole tree by clicking 1,000 times, you can just connect the bottom one to the top one. It's more of an organization and management system. It's just easier that way to connect them through points rather than having to manually go down. You can almost think of it as having a folder. It's almost like Explorer. Like if you're trying to get something on Explorer, you have to literally go down all these fucking folders just to find something. Like if I want to find something, I have to go system, wrong one, work, personal work, everydays, client work, altitude. It's literally, it just takes too long. Whereas if I had almost like a tree system where I could just go from this folder to that one, just a lot faster to connect them together. And that's why you'll see a lot of things have After Effects has a node editor, Realflow has node editors. I believe Nuke is node editor based workflow. But yeah, I think it's just and I guess it depends on the person. Some people prefer it. I only use it when it's complicated, when there's a lot of stuff going on. If it's not much going on in terms of layering, I don't open it, but sometimes I just open it just because it's convenient. Okay, I need to start paying attention again. This thing is our lipstick. This thing we can rotate a slight angle, like so. What do we want next to our lipstick? Gold lipstick would actually be cooler. I don't like these colors, so I think I'll make this... We'll go with a black here. So here we'll go like that. I think we'll go here 1.6. Let's go 3. Let's go 1.3. And then this can be another black, but yeah, like that. And then this can be like that. What if I swap these two around? If I made that one the shiny one, and this one the... Let's go 0.105. How long did it take you to learn Cinema 4D? That's a tricky question. It's a very tricky question. I could guess, but I could just go through my folders and actually see. I knew basic Cinema 4D, just like basic, for maybe a few years. Good thing I don't delete all my folders and I keep them. 2016. So I was doing stuff in 2016, but as you can see, this was literally ripped right off a tutorial. This was the extent of it. You pop in an HDRI and then you put a Photoshop file on it. Think this is when I started to take it a bit more seriously, and even here, it's just cubes, literally. So the character I didn't make, but the rest of the scene I did make, and this is when I started to like really try to do stuff seriously, and I think this was 2016. February 2016, so maybe two years ago. So when I started 2017, I started to do more 3D stuff. Still doing graphic design. I think I did more video editing than 3D, but I was like half learning 3D as well, 50% 3D, 25% video editing, 25% graphic design, and then I think this year, 2018, is when I like really started to learn 3D proper, like full time. Um, Maybe I would say a couple of years. First year, basic stuff, really didn't progress much. Second year, kind of got more into it, learned a bit more. And then third year, which was basically this year, is when I really started to learn a lot. Because even if you look at my show reel of 2017, which was end of last year, that was 2 weeks after getting Octane render. So why don't I get the full version of Octane? When I got Octane, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to make money doing 3D stuff, so me and my dad said, after 2 years, if you don't have the money to buy it, then you're doing something wrong, and you probably shouldn't buy Octane. And now I can buy it, but I don't know, I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. I'll probably buy it one of these days. Dun, 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 dun. I searching the news. What do we want to do with this? I think we will go with a bluish scene. We'll do something different since the Waxall one I did on the last stream was a whitish scene. Go with the bluish haze, and then we'll have a spotlight in the background. Go with some nice fancy studio style. So this light needs to be pushed down more. Dun, 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 dun. Done. Can rotate it like so. And then we can get rid of it like so. And then let's create a few more products, shall we? How much time do I have? 40 minutes, plenty of time. I think we can do 3 products in a few minutes here. What is this? That's like a box thingy, but I don't want to do any Photoshop graphics, so I'm going to avoid that. I think I'll just do basic stuff. We'll go with another cylinder, like so. Now we have our proportions more in line here as well, so I can go and dun, 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 like that. And then we can go like that. And then we can go like so. And I kind of want to, debatable. I think I'll do it. I don't want to add glass to the scene, but I think I'll do it. So we'll go and extrude this. We'll go 0.8, then we'll go ring selection, we'll extrude this. No, let's go split first, and then this will extrude. Like so, make sure our caps are on. Let's hide this floor. Then we'll drop it down like it's hot, like so. We'll get rid of that face, and then we can go extrude 0, 0, enter, 0, 0, 0, enter. Dun, 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 dun. These motorbikes outside, they sound like they're farting. Don't know why people... I live kind of close to a highway. Not really that close, but you can hear cars, if they're loud, driving past. And these motorbikes always sound like they're farting. But people seem to like that, so... And then this top part here, ooh, it has a nice gradual smoothish. I think that would add some nice character to it. I think if we did that, so if we go, I don't remember adding this line up here. That's scary. I don't remember doing that, but I guess I did. And then we can go smooth it. Burn, baby burn, so this will be our glass. Smooth that as well. Let's go 3. I can afford the subdivisions. Can you say shortcuts keys when I'm using them? I don't know any shortcuts to Cinema 4D. Sorry to disappoint you. I kind of do, but I just don't use them. The only shortcuts I really use are these optimize here, which is a created script. Collapse is also a created script, and yeah, the only ones I really use are these 4, and then these ones here. In terms of button shortcuts, I don't really use any. Well, do I? No, I don't. Don't think so. Maybe I do. I just do it so often I don't even realize it. That would be a cool object to have, but that would also involve glass, and I don't want to do glass. I think I'm just going to copy this object here and like rotate it, because such is life. We'll go move this, and oh, that's tricky. Let's rotate it 180 and then push it up. Hashtag cheating, because we can. And then this will just go and like so, no, yeah, yeah, and then this one we will go add in line here, add in a line there, extrude window, turn off these caps, and we's done. I don't really plan these products out, not gonna lie, so I actually have no idea how I'm gonna place these things. I should maybe put this one like that. Why is it in the floor now? Cool. Like that. We could go looking up like so. Let's go 2, let's go 8. Make them feel bold and like they have strength. It's crazy how clients will... Oh my god, but I guess the clients are actually quite right when they do stuff like that. They're very picky about the way they look, and they're actually very smart about it too. Um, these angles matter, bro. Let's go like that, and we'll take a look. You've been following me for a while. I learned a lot from you. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's go 650. No, I'm going the opposite direction. 540. Yes, let's go 580. Still find it surprising that people learn Cinema 40 from me, because I'm not really even teaching, I'm just doing my own thing and recording it. So literally what I do in tutorials as well. I'm just speaking because I like it. Just talking shit while I'm doing what I would do anyways. On a 3D scene. I need to push this thing up. That's not up. Let's do it this way. 2, 1, 8, 1, 9. Still sitting in the floor there. Cool, so I think I don't like the idea of copying materials around, but on this thing they seem to have a larger key light, so maybe I should go... Let's get rid of that for now. I think we'll go 50. Let's go 150. Nice and big, and then we can just drop this brightness to 50. Let's go 30. That might have been a mistake. Let's go 100. Let's bring in the other lights. Let's go 50 here. Let's drop this one down to 50 as well. Okay, let's start applying materials before I drive myself mad with these lights. Okay, so this is the glass, I believe. So we'll add in some glass. Fake shadows, 5.2. And for this section here, I think we'll go with that one. It's not gold, but I like that text correction there. And then here we could go the lazy way, fong break selection. Come on, mate. There we go. And you can go again, set selection, and then we can go again. Dun, 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 dun. Any Octane tips and tricks that you want to teach us? Not really, dude. To be honest, not really. It's kind of hard to teach tips and tricks because they kind of work together with other things. And you'd have to understand those other things first. But in terms of Octane itself, I've done quite a few tutorials which are pretty repetitive. and they kind of have their own little tips and tricks. Depends on how much you know, obviously. This thing has some roughness to it. I don't like how there's a new color in the scene though. Let's just go and do that. And here you can see there's some whiteness going on here. Some whiteness action. We need to select, deselect, select, select, set selection. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, look at that. I think these things are just touching each other, so what's the best way? Well, what's the fastest way, should I say? You can just go and select these and extrude them in. Hit them with that Fong break selection, boys. I didn't even see what's coming. Extrude it slightly that way, and extrude it slightly up. No, let's not do up. Let's just go... I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go... Just extrude it always, and then we can just bring this line back down. This one and this one, you can bring it back down to earth. Cool, everything should be looking right. Hopefully. Fantastico! So I think inside here we can make this a color as well. So I can go select, full selection, no, select, Fong break selection. I have work tomorrow at 6 a.m. and it's 10 p.m. now. Guess what? It's dead because I appreciate these live streams. Oh, that's funny. I appreciate you too, broskies. I also have work tomorrow, but screw that shit. I think I went to bed when I got home at like 2 a.m. last night. My meeting was at 9, and I woke up at 10:30. Like a boss. I'm not doing that again, though. Yeah, you should go to work, bro. There's clearly something wrong here, and I need to figure out what. Let's x-ray that. Look inside of my eyes. Tell me what you see. Let's change this to 5 and see if that fixes it. Booyah, that did nothing. Let's change it back to 4. What if I scale it in? Okay, so that is the issue there. I was told actually that these things should be extruding each other. Is this thing bending wrong? Okay, so... Oh, there's our issue. How can we scale this the right way? I think this thing needs to scale in a certain direction. Can we select these lines though? It's one of these lines here. We have found the problem. This line... What if I push this thing up? Okay, so if we scale this out, that's correct, but I still feel like there's something wrong with this geometry here. Okay, so this needs to be scaled in. This, why is this happening? That is definitely not supposed to happen. Okay, there's something really weird going on in here. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. I think we need to clean up. Is this a software issue or is my eyes just playing tricks here? What if I make this thing editable? Oh. Huh. That's not good because it's glass and this thing is very important. Let's go and ring delete. Okay, everything looks like it's correct now, on the inside at least. Maybe, okay, let's try that again. Let's go extrude, oh I think I know what I did wrong. 0, 0, enter, enter, because it's so small, these optimize needs to be lower, like so. Okay, so hopefully if I smooth it, everything looks good. JI Designs, sup my broskies. Hi hi hi. This still does not look right. Okay, so we need to push this down. I should honestly stop working to scale. This is just annoying me now. Let's go 3. Okay. Let's go 2. Let's go 1, 5. Okay, that's all going through. And here is problem number 1. Let's go copy, paste. Then we need to check our glass geometry as well. Okay. I think this glass needs to be going inside this geometry here a bit better. What am I even looking at? Okay, the glass. Click this, select these two, unsolo it, and then do that. Let me hide this flaw, I think it's messing up with my viewport. Okay. And then make it, no, like so. Let's add in a line. This might be our missing item here, this line. Please look right. Oh god, problem after problem. What HDRI did I use for my Pepsi video? I didn't use an HDRI, dude. So I can't really help you there. Okay, so there's something wrong with this geometry clearly, and I think I should fix it before I drive myself crazy. If it's not that, it's this. Okay. Okay, and if I put them together, let's X-ray this glass here. See, it all looks fine, but inside Octane, hits a point where it decides not to look fine. What about... Okay, that might be an issue. Let's try... No, that's fine. And that's fine. I think I should just be sloppy and just go func selection, and then unsolo it. There you go. The power of sloppiness. If these things had labelings and branding and stuff, it would look better. But they don't, so such is life. That reflection is still wrong. Oh my lord. If I push it up, will it fix that bottom section there? It will. So let's go deselect that, push this up. This is so wrong, but I honestly don't care right now. This floor I think should be a bit darker, just so that that spotlight has a bit more of an effect. And the lighting's actually not that bad in terms of highlights and stuff. I want to make sure that the background sort of separates from the product a bit, so what's going on here? If I zoom out, or am I just seeing stuff? Oh, no, I'm not seeing stuff, so there's a floor here somewhere. I don't remember adding this plane in. Cool. Demise. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know why I did that. I made the background blue and I'm white balancing it. Like an idiot. Let's turn this off. Let's go 50%. Too dark. Ooh, that actually might be right. If I could get the spotlight right. Let's go 500%. And push this up as well. I think on the spotlight I could go and use a IES light instead. Let's go 5000 indoor. Too bright. That just looks wrong. So something I'd usually do in post, but I don't have time for that. Let's go. Ouch. Let's do something harsher. it's actually going through the object, so let's push this way. And then drop this. This is not working as planned, but it's fine. How much time do I have? 15 minutes. Should probably end this soon, but while I'm here, I might as well go and add a gradient. Will you upload this to your channel? Because boy, you need sleep. Because I need to sleep. Yeah, I will upload this, bro. Feel free to leave. I need to rotate this gradient. I don't. Oh, there we go. Problem solved. Cool. So then I'll just go copy paste this inside our specular. Boom. I really do not know what I'm doing in the scene, but that's too much. Let's go 16. Dun, 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 dun. One? No. 0.5. This, everything is bugging me about this scene, but I'm trying to not blow my brains out right now. Let's go. Oh, so many things to solve. Let's see. This needs some bumpness. So we'll go replace that. And we need some bumpness. I feel like this is not going to work, but I'll try it anyways. Let's contrast. Mm, 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 mm. Maybe scale it up slightly. And I think an interesting idea. Let's just add some character for the thumbnails, boys. Let's do it for the thumbnail. Let's do this. I'll do this. And then here, go 2, 1. You like it? Thanks, bros. Thanks, broskininas. Broskis. What's the size of this thing? 1, so this needs to go minus 0.5. Enter. Then we're doing it for the thumbnail, so I think we're going to go 8. And then just push this back. Or I could go into maybe 100s for the focal length. And then this floor, I don't want to remove the bottom part of this floor because it's giving us some nice light bounces. So I think I'll just push it down until it's not really visible, like that. Adjust the focal length and do that. And we also want this thing sticking out here. Okay, let's move it this way then. I don't got the time to keep on loving you. Can you tell me what scripts and sets and buttons under Realflow and Octane tabs? Oh, just 1 second. This object here is the one. This is why I didn't want to add glass to the scene, because this is the one that's getting on my nerves the most. Oh my god, I knew that would be so painful to deal with, and I did it anyways. I don't know what's happening with this reflection here. It could be the light's maybe too short, so it's kind of fading off. If I stretch it all the way up, it's still... the only scripts I use is... Oh my god, what happened to the Raj checker? I forgot about that. Sorry, I just need to add something before I forget. And then I need to go save this layout. The only scripts I use is optimize, which basically makes your object editable and then optimizes it, which goes under here. Basically just merges any points that are close to each other. Gotta go soon. And then this collapse basically selects all the children, right click, select children, and then connects all the objects together and deletes them. So it basically merges all the objects into one. So if I have like this lipstick and I press it, it'll just merge it all into one object. That's pretty much it in terms of scripts, really. It's just something I do pretty much every single day, all the time, so I just made them into one button. I want to add something else to the scene, but I think I need text in Photoshop and stuff, which I don't know if I want to do. What if this thing had a bit of a bend at the bottom? How would that look? Actually, that looks wrong. Let's do that. No, let's not do that. Let's scale it, rather. Otherwise, let's go 0.75. And then we can push this up 7.5. No. 2.5. No. What's 2.5? 2.5 divided by 2. 12.5. Minus 12.5. Oh, minus 0.25. No. Let's just do this manually then, because I clearly don't know maths. I can't tell if it's going inside the object or not. Let's take a closer look. Four, 5, 6, 6, 5. Cool. More RAM, how much is better? Well, depends. I used 16 for the longest time. I have 32 now, but I got by fine with just 16. VRAM is another story. Graphics card RAM is a completely different story to computer RAM. It also depends on what you're doing. If you're using Octane, 2 gigs of RAM meant I had to use instances for anything that was a copy. Anything even remotely close to a copy of an object, I had to use an instance. I had to make sure it's very, very optimized in terms of geometry and texture resolutions. Really hard to get by back then, but made it work. And now I have 11 gigs of VRAM and I get by fine. Sometimes I do get close to the limit, but you can always just optimize it if I really need to and drop back down. I don't know how much RAM or VRAM you really need. It depends on the size of your projects and stuff, but in most cases you can optimize it anyways. But this thing needs something else, but I think I need to go into Photoshop and stuff to do that, and I am not about that life right now. For the thumbnail, this thing will probably be 16 by 9, so we will go and change that. Oh, let's not do that yet. Let's go 1080. And then 1920 by 1080p. But 1080, no, that's not right. There we go. New thumbnail. But yeah, I have to go. But I will probably do another stream again soonish. If I start getting validated from these views and stuff, I'll probably do another one. Ugh. 8.5. Oh, let's do this. 8.4. Issue is I need to find projects to actually do. Otherwise I start making stuff like this. That's always the issue. Even tutorials, like I just don't even know what projects to do tutorials on. Obviously people can give me recommendations, but a lot of the time I don't feel like doing those projects that they want me to do, so probably do another product render of some sort. We'll see. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. It's a good solid 3 hours or so. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see yous on Edda. It's a pleasure, my dude. Hopefully I didn't miss any comments while I was rambling on here. Plexiglass incoming. Plexiglass. Let me just Google that 1 second. I think I've heard of it with photography. Plexiglass. I remember people using that in photography, but I don't know how it would work just on its own. But yeah, I think this is a good place to end it. But thank you guys for watching once again. Don't know why you're wasting your life watching me, but I shall see you soonish mindos. But yeah, have a good night.